In a world buzzing with noise, there lies an unassuming power in the art of silence. The question is, how often do we hear the quiet messages that reshape our understanding of leadership? To explore this, we turn our attention to one of history's most revered leaders, Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln wielded silence not just as a weapon, but as an essential part of his leadership philosophy. During one of the darkest times in American history, Lincoln faced a nation torn apart by civil strife. The stakes were monumental. The survival of the Union hung in the balance. It was here, amidst the cacophony of war, that Lincoln learned the value of listening. Unlike many of his contemporaries, who governed with bravado and bluster, Lincoln understood that true strength often lay in the measured art of silence. Lincoln's strategic silence wasn't merely a passive approach. He listened intently, absorbing the perspectives of those around him. One of the most striking examples of this came during the Civil War, when Lincoln faced dissent among his generals. Instead of dismissing their reports or preemptively issuing orders, Lincoln invited discussion, often sitting in silence while his subordinates aired their grievances. This allowed him to gather invaluable insights while fostering a culture of trust. The first core lesson we glean from Lincoln's leadership is the importance of listening. In a world where many leaders favor the spotlight, Lincoln stood apart, recognizing that great leaders must first be great listeners. His approach reinforced the value of understanding diverse perspectives before making decisions. He understood that listening creates a collaborative environment where ideas can flourish. Consider the Gettysburg Address, delivered after the pivotal Battle of Gettysburg. Lincoln didn't merely aim to galvanize his audience, he sought to reflect the sentiments of a grieving nation. Those historical moments were steeped in silence as he carefully chose words that would echo through time. The brevity of his speech speaks to the essence of what he listened to, the heart and soul of America. This lesson remains pertinent today. In our relentless pursuit of success, we must not forget that our greatest asset can often be the capacity to listen deeply. The second principle emerges from Lincoln's ability to wield silence as a tactical retreat. When the political atmosphere became charged, Lincoln often employed silence strategically, allowing tension to simmer without adding fuel to the fire. This can be likened to the folding strategy in poker, a game of patience and timing. Just as a player may choose to fold their hand rather than go all in on a losing proposition, Lincoln understood that withdrawing from confrontation could preserve his energy and resources for a more advantageous moment. Lincoln demonstrated this beautifully in his interactions with competitors, even his detractors. When confronted with unresolved tensions, he often remained silent, allowing emotions to settle, which in turn fostered clearer communication. Silence was not a mark of weakness, but a manifestation of strength, a silent acknowledgement that sometimes the best course of action is to allow others to take the lead in conversation. The art of silence is about timing, a principle we can also see reflected in Lincoln's carefully calculated decisions. Each step he took was measured against the broader implications. He knew what it meant to prioritize long-term goals over immediate confrontations. His leadership reminds us that in today's fast-paced environments, hasty decisions can lead to unfavorable outcomes. Effective leadership is defined by one's ability to wait, to reflect, and ultimately to listen. Next, we consider the importance of emotional intelligence. Lincoln mastered this skill, both in himself and in his interactions with others. His silence allowed him to observe the emotions of those around him, even in times of great distress. For instance, during the early days of his presidency, he dealt with intense criticism and opposition. Instead of retaliating with harsh words or rash actions, Lincoln chose to remain composed and composed a response that was introspective. This emotional intelligence proved He employed silence as a way to process his emotions and observe the emotional landscape surrounding him. This, in turn, informed his leadership. When we embrace silence, we create space for reflection, both for ourselves and for others. This ability to understand emotions can shape responses that are both thoughtful and impactful. The final lesson of Lincoln's leadership lies in his unwavering resolve to act through the lens of empathy. Lincoln was a leader who extended concern and compassion, even toward his adversaries. In meetings filled with tension, his silence signaled respect. He would deliberate before responding, not out of indecisiveness, but to ensure that he regarded the truths of others, validating their experiences and recognizing their humanity. In moments of crisis, Lincoln famously sought counsel from those who disagreed with him. During pivotal discussions, he would often turn to his rivals and political enemies for their insights. This practice wasn't simply about gathering wisdom. It was an invitation for dialogue, steeped in a respect for differing opinions. He demonstrated the notion that true leadership embraces complexity, rather than shying away from it. As we reflect on Lincoln's legacy, it embodies the principles of strategic silence, deep listening, and emotional intelligence. His leadership illuminates the path that transcends mere authority. It carves out an approach grounded in empathy. The great lesson here is clear. Silence is not empty, it is filled with potential. As we navigate through our daily interactions, we must ask ourselves, how often do we create space for silence in our own leadership practices? In a world clamoring for attention, Lincoln teaches us that the most impactful leaders may not always be those who speak the loudest, but rather those who recognize the immense power of silence. Let us carry forward this wisdom, transforming how we lead, engage, and connect in our lives. Ultimately, the art of silence beckons for deeper conversations, both with ourselves and with those we lead.